2025? 2025. It is 2025. And I feel the most Christmassy I have felt in a very, very long time. I genuinely, like 5 minutes ago, didn't feel Christmassy at all. One trip to London, one Starbucks red cup, and some Mariah Carey later, and I am living my best Christmas life. This morning, the Holland Cooper Christmas candles, well, they call it the Noel candle, but I always call it the Christmas candle, has been burning since 6 o'clock this morning. I have put on a calming Christmas playlist because I didn't want Gemma and I to peak too soon. It's very, very like tinkly and magical, which is very nice. And Gemma has arrived and the foliage is in the hallway. She's got a full itinerary this year and I am not going to falter halfway through the day. We are going to capture every single moment because you've got me at my peak, Gemma. Okay? I've just come off my period. So like, this is when Carrie literally said to me yesterday, you need to be prescribed whatever hormone is released in your body.
We need to bottle that.
Yeah, because I'm like, right now, I'm my best self.
Okay, I'm the week before, so you're going to struggle with me. What were we doing again?
Yeah. So what day is it? Well, anyway, I'm great.
Okay.
But genuinely, I am so excited about this. I think sometimes you get those years when you're like installing and things like that, where it's like, you really hope that this is going to be the thing that gives you the Christmas spirit. I fully have the Christmas spirit right now.
Me too.
I'm so excited for this.
I do too.
And we have a time limit, which I think it could be a blessing. It could also be a very big curse. But we've tried to actually be really, really organised this year. In fact, I'm so impressed with what Gemma has done because she's made sure that the hallway table arrangement is actually already made. Because we always fall at that hurdle. We go, what do we do with the hallway table? Now, we have it all ready to go, so it's all good.
But, Lydia,
yeah,
I have been here 45 minutes.
Okay, so we're going to crack on. I've got my burlap ribbon, which is going to be going on the tree in here. Unfortunately, my baubles from West of the Moon haven't arrived yet. They are due to arrive, I think, like tomorrow. So anyway, Gemma's told me that we need to crack on, so let's crack on. In the hallway, everything is looking very, very beautiful as usual. We have my Christmas decoration baskets out. We have the hallway arrangement ready to go. There's pine cones, there's wicker. And this is something that I think is absolutely genius that Gemma is doing this year. This is your Christmas foliage bundle.
Festive foliage.
Festive foliage kit. Because basically, if you ever want anything, you just have to let Gemma know and she will make it happen. And apparently, lots of you let her know that you wanted just to be able to buy the foliage because you can't necessarily go to your like local supermarket and pick these things up. So she puts together a really handy bunch where you can add these to garlands, you can add them to arrangements, you can add them to candle kits, whatever you want to do. It's all in there. And I think that's very, very handy. So if you see any of the foliage today that you like, there is a little kit to go with it. We've also got a wreath, we've got some pots, we've got more foliage, we've got candles, we've got candle kits. And we are starting with the garland in the kitchen. Yeah, is that right?
That is step one.
Wonderful. Let's get cracking. So we've started fluffing the Christmas tree and now we are going to make full use of one of Gemma's kits, the one that I was just telling you about, because this is where I think it's such a genius idea that Gemma does. She basically uses a faux garland as almost like the anchor for other foliage, and it just creates that greenery that isn't obviously going to die and wither, that you obviously want that greenery, that evergreen tone, but then you can add in twigs and foliage that you like and things that just sort of bring that wildness to it. And that's why we've gone all out with the garlands this year. It just makes it so much easier.
You don't have to have a fake garland first. You can do all fresh.
Yeah.
But I would just say do that nearer Christmas, or make sure you've got a water source. But most of the foliages in here are evergreen, so, and don't necessarily need water.
But I think that what this does is it means that you can just have like a base for your, like you can have a base garland and you can make it different every year, which is what I like about it.
I love a faux garland. I do not like faux.
No, me either.
Anything else,
but
apart from a Christmas tree, fine.
Yeah.
And a garland.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, let's go. So, I'm going to start with the spruce. We're just going to cut bits and then just start kind of adding it in. So you just kind of like feed it through. So I'm just going to put in some of this, which I love. So this is pine neps. And then that just adds that kind of, I just think that's so Christmassy.
Lovely.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
So we'll go along with, say, spruce and pinus, and then we'll come back.
Do I leave this or do I cut it?
We cut it. So see how there's like a central trunk?
Yeah.
Cut it off that, yeah.
So just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Just make sure it's like
In.
in.
Yeah, because you want it to sort of blend. I love the way it gives a different sort of dimension to the...
So you're kind of going in that kind of angle. Yeah, nice.
A little bit more?
Yeah. And then maybe mirror that by going up there.
Yeah. Like that?
Yeah, that's nice. I
It's
love
subtle.
the sort of the texture of the pinus against, say, the paint, the wall.
Yeah.
Is lovely.
Where should
So that you could probably go,
a bit higher?
yeah, because I know you want it a bit wilder. Do you know what I mean? How the pinus just looks.
Yeah, really nice. I almost feel like this one, because of how it's shaped, should maybe go
Yeah.
to here rather than over the top, because like that. So it softens that curve a little
Yeah, I
bit.
agree. And then we can always like wire some.
Oh yeah,
at the
definitely.
end.
That definitely needs to go
Okay,
there.
should we go with the stuff you love, the cedar?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks really lovely. Perfect. Oh yeah. We wired down there. Oh,
Ready? Does you've been framed still exist?
Yeah,
You can get £250 for that.
Yeah, is that right? That's fine, isn't it? Just
Yeah,
adds a
that's
little
nice.
touch of it so that it's not all hanging down, or maybe
Yeah.
it needs to be a bit forward. Oh, I think that looks amazing. That looks so gorgeous. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I love this so much.
Happy with that placement?
Yeah. So do you think hanging down
I think in the body,
in here?
yeah. And then I think we need to go under.
I think it looks amazing. I actually, after the twigs, I don't think we need any more foliage.
Yes, for that.
Right, where should we put this one down here?
Yes. Oh, it does look nice.
Yeah. Okay, so all of the foliage is now in the garland, and honestly, this is just so genius because all of these will dry out really nicely, but the green tone will still be kept, and you'll have different sort of shades of green, and it just looks so pretty. So we've got the pinus, spruce and cedar, and then birch twigs in there. The birch twigs I think are so important. Do we want to get some berries in there?
We can do.
Let's see how we go.
I think it depends on the colour that we do tree.
Yeah, I think
and
you're right.
Tablescape.
But you can see how the original garland has been completely transformed. It looks gorgeous, and this is just using the kit that Gemma does of foliage that you can pretty much use how you want, but it's perfect for using in garlands like this. I think that's fluffy enough, isn't it? Gemma just had the exact same thought as I did when I said, I really feel like I kind of want to leave the tree naked. But the moment you get the burlap in, it does feel really lovely. And I still feel like you could even just leave it with the burlap, in all honesty. It's very, very effective. Curveball, but I didn't think we were going to be doing tartan in the kitchen. We used this in the living room last year, and I think that this is going to look really lovely in the kitchen. And actually, we'll probably put the burgundy in the living room this year, but it just looks so good. Gemma is twigging the tree. Gorgeous. Well, I know I said that we were thinking about doing the tree naked, but I am very, very glad that we didn't, because I think that this is my favourite tree we've ever done in the kitchen. It just suits it beautifully. We've used the Gordon tartan that we had in the living room last year in here, and it just looks sensational. All of the colours that we've used are perfect. So now it's on to wreath making and the tablescape. We are all set up for the wreath making, and this is all on me. I'm supposed to be doing this all myself.
I'm going to teach you, but it's all...
How many times have you taught me?
You've been to a workshop,
Yeah.
and then we've done...
I'm pretty sure I've done it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
I'm
but,
still
you know,
no good.
Still need work.
Still no good. So we're kind of dual zhuzhing the house today, and Ali is in the garden, which is making this a bit of a logistical nightmare because Porter obviously just wants to lose his mind at the leaf blower, and we obviously want to get on and film things. So we're moving into the hallway whilst Ali finishes off the chicken coop, and hopefully we'll be able to get a grip on things. But we're doing this area, which is usually what we leave until the end, but we're going to get it zhuzhed now, and I'm excited to see this. Okay.
Okay. Step 1 complete.
Step 1 complete. Oh, I love that planter.
I do too.
Gorgeous.
Are you ready for the candle reveal?
Yes. Oh wow. Wow. Oh, they're very nice.
Like how...
They're literally like the colour of my living room.
Yeah.
They're very nice. Yeah, yeah. Are you shocked that you've managed to get me to agree to an arrangement that has got those burgundy bits in it?
You liked the burgundy bits.
I do like them. I do like them.
You just didn't like them for autumn.
Yeah.
I mean, they're dried. I can take them out.
No, I like
actually
them.
really
I like them. I really like them. I like this as well because I can have the fragrance candle there as well, and it doesn't feel like it's weird to have those candles next to it, which I really like.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Lovely.
Have we just first time nailed the hall?
I think so. Very happy.
Obviously, you're not going to burn them down to there, right? You're just going to burn them and then blow them out.
I think it's beautiful. Really, really nice.
Oh, gosh.
Really happy with that. Well, I absolutely love this. And Gemma was just saying that basically all of this foliage is from the foliage kit, the festive foliage kit, apart from the sort of dried little bits and pieces. But for the most part, you could make your own festive planter like this for your hallway or a sideboard or a coffee table, and I think this is absolutely gorgeous. This is one of my favourite things we've done. I really feel like we've nailed it this year so far. I'm really, really happy. Gorge. Now that we have done the hallway, we are going to tackle the tablescape, which aside from the island is the last thing to do in this room. So that is very, very exciting. I actually can't wait. And it feels like Christmas really is. It's all coming together this year. I love it. As always, Lydia Millen doesn't iron her tablecloths. Instead, I just use my trusty spray bottle. And what I've done is I've spritzed and soaked through the tablecloth so that it just relaxes into the table and still looks lived in. Doesn't look too perfect because I just don't want it to look like that. And it is ready for the tablescape, which we're going to put together now.
So just a bit along.
This all comes as one set?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can buy the hellebore trio on its own, but you can also get it comes as part of the
Tablescape.
Wonderful. Okay.
Obviously, people have to decide if they're okay with
eating with moss.
Moss on the table. I mean, I personally am fine with it. I know you are.
Yeah, I'm very much about the moss side.
Okay, so then just kind of like nestle it amongst everything. You like it? Yeah. Lovely. We're just on the tablescape.
Amazing. And the kitchen tablescape is complete. Also, a couple of little chickens in the background there. This is absolutely gorgeous, and you can buy the trio of hellebores on their own or as part of a tablescape, and what it would be is it will be delivered to you just before Christmas. Slightly richer, deeper tones in the one that will be online, but this just worked better with the colour scheme that I was having in my kitchen. But it's just so pretty, and it's just something that you don't have to think about. It can be delivered to your door, you can put it together, such a fun exercise, and it's so beautiful. And now we tackle the wreath kit, which I am being put very much on the spot, and I'm going to be doing it mostly myself whilst Gemma tells me how terrible I am at it.
No.
Right, let's moss my wreath.
You're gonna moss your ring.
Moss my ring, that's it.
I would go over, under and over,
Okay,
rather than backwards.
fine.
So,
I mean, I thought this was supposed to be my wreath, but here we are.
That's it. Everything is going to be vocal now.
Got you.
So you're creating a base now pile for your moss to go on. Take your time, mate.
Oh, I didn't realise we were doing the Olympics.
Well, we've got to be finished by 4. And then now add your moss.
Double clump like that?
Double clump, perfect. And then nicely bind it with your
So I
binding
just go that way, don't I?
Yeah. While you're doing that, should I start cutting the foliage down? Or do you want to wait?
What a backseat driver.
I'm like...
Whilst you're taking 500 years to moss your wreath, your ring.
Even the way you pick it up is slow. It is though, isn't it?
Listen, me and my fringe have had enough of you today, okay?
Fringe looks good. I like the fringe. That looks nice.
That's because I took my time. Shut up. And it's the best wreath you've ever seen.
When you make it better than I can.
Exactly.
I will eat my words.
Exactly. And I want it big.
Okay. This is going to be a big wreath,
It
right?
is going to be a big wreath, and I'm really happy about that. Have you got a
Okay.
problem with it? Good.
Not at all.
We are now in the living room and Gemma is tackling the ribbon on the tree, and we've gone for the burgundy in this room, and I think I need some burgundy cushions. I really think I need some burgundy cushions. This looks so good.
Where else do you think?
This side.
Yeah, this over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So coming down here and then...
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Should I start with twigs?
Yeah, get twigs in, and then we'll see how we feel.
Okay.
I just feel like we're missing.
Oh no, I've got more here, hold on. More of these shiny ones here, and then pine cones.
Yeah.
Obviously, they need to go on. I'm thinking, I'm looking at it like this is very rustic.
Okay.
I know you hate that word. But
No, fine.
It is my love language.
I know it is. Feathers. Should I stick some feathers in?
Yeah, you get those feathers in there. Oh, my little acorns!
You just have to have a tree where it's just whatever you like to put on it,
Yeah,
like Carrie style.
no.
What's
Freestyle.
Carrie style?
Carrie has a tree with like festive llamas on.
Oh. What colourful? Colourful.
Cute.
Just whatever she likes, she just puts it on the tree, which I think is nice.
No, she calls it a tree. It gets a lot of like,
Gives her joy.
yeah, and it's a very good talking piece. Really gets people talking.
So passive aggressive.
No, I love it.
I love it.
And she has like sequins like this big that are like strung together in a line, and she gets it out and it just looks like an old lady's necklace, and she's like, that's the whole point.
Does she find your trees really,
Yeah,
really
she would
dull?
never do something like this.
So boring.
Yeah, she would never. She doesn't like the whole like, you know, prepping for Christmas and stuff. Do you think acorns are cute?
Yeah, they are cute. Feathers look good?
Feathers McGraw, little acorns.
They are cute, they are cute.
I do really like my acorns.
Yeah, they are very cute.
You being a helper, Porty? You helping? To be honest, I don't follow your rules of triangles.
No, that's
I just look. And
No, I think the beginning it's the triangles, and then after that you just fill in the gaps.
Okay.
But to create the, so it doesn't look haphazard, you do need the triangles at the beginning.
Just trongles.
Is that what I said?
Yeah. You do need the trongles.
I think you need something very bright on that tree, I'm sorry.
You think it's too dark?
This one in here.
Yes.
What do you think it needs?
I'm sorry, but I like a nice bright tree.
What do you mean bright tree?
Like the style that Carrie would have, that would be a happy tree for me.
You can have your own tree in your own house, and you can stay the heck away from mine.
Something happy, something, you know.
No, I do. I honestly, I do really like Carrie's tree. I do. In Carrie's house.
Yeah, that's what I mean, you have to have a tree where you can have all sort of mishmash decorations.
What I should do is I should have a tree of all of the decorations that people have sent to me over the years.
Oh God.
Just think how funny it would be to have that downstairs. We'll have a tree where you can put whatever you like on it.
The Auntie Lydia tree.
It'd be tucked in the corner somewhere no one can see.
Yeah.
That looks lovely now.
What?
The tree.
Oh, you like it now?
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I was joking.
It's just not very nice. Everyone's just always making fun of me.
Good evening. It is 10:15 and I am about ready to go to bed. I just need to take off the rest of my makeup. The day ran away with us. It was so funny. We were so cocksure of ourselves. We were like, oh my God, we've got loads of time. We've got this, that and the other. And before we knew it, we were racing around. We didn't get the hallway tree decorated, and we didn't get to do a candle kit. We didn't get to do a wreath kit, and I had to run out of the door at 4 o'clock because I was going to see Dr. Ayad to have my usual treatments. If you don't know, I've been seeing the same aesthetician for 9 years, and he basically does everything, not everything to me, but he just kind of keeps me looking fresh, and I pop and see him like twice a year, and he's just very, very good. Anyway, something arrived today. That's my first copy of the Evergreen journal. It arrived today, which is so special because tomorrow we are heading to London to record the audiobook, because I would say that with this book I've poured a lot more into it than just a journal. So when you flick through the book itself, so you can see how much is in it. So as you can see from here, there is a lot in this book. It is not just a journal, it is a guide, it's a place to record all of the wonderful things that are happening, all of the difficult things, moments, reflections, memories, changes, life seasons, all of those kinds of things, and also anecdotes from myself. There's also recipes in here. There's so many things, and so naturally there is going to be an audiobook, and I know so many of you, I think we were all really shocked by how many downloaded and purchased the audiobook. I think we were really shocked by how many people purchased both. I think lots of people enjoyed me reading Evergreen whilst also reading it. I think a lot of people enjoy the book being on display. I was tagged in something on TikTok the other day, and I think it had like millions and millions of views, and it was in someone's kitchen, and my book was sat on their like shelf above their stove, like just my book. There was no other book there, it was just Evergreen, and I was like, shut up, why is my book there? This is so cool. Anyway, lots of you enjoyed the storytelling via audiobook as well, and you revisit this quite a lot, and you turn to it in moments when maybe you need a little bit of calm. And so one of the things that we are recording as part of the Evergreen journal are some guided walks. They're going to be seasonal, so you can take them on your walks with you. You can listen to them in the car if you need or feel like you need to be taken on a walk. You can listen to them before bed. You can listen to them when you just need a moment on your daily commute, if you need something that's just going to take the seasonal edge off when you're traveling to work on the train, or if you're walking or whatever. These are things that you're going to be able to utilize season by season. Obviously there's 5 seasons in the Evergreen world, and there are 5 walks to select from through the seasons. We're going to be recording those tomorrow as well, and so it feels really, really surreal to be bringing you the Evergreen journal, not just in hardback, which, I mean, even the spine is just as beautiful as the book, but it is also something that can accompany you in an audio format. It is me reading them, of course, and so I have just been sat here this evening kind of reading over things, because I have to be honest, one of my least favourite things to do is to read out loud. I don't find it comes easy to me. I think from memory, when recording Evergreen the book, I was kind of able to zone out a little bit. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is take some comfy socks, and I'm just going to read, but it does give me the heebie-jeebies reading out loud, I'm not gonna lie. I will of course give you a full tour of the Christmas decor as well when we get back. I think there's still lots to do. I think it's an age thing. Do you know, I think that I was thinking about it today. When you're younger, you go to clubs and stuff, and you go out and you like party until silly o'clock in the morning, because you've got so much energy that you need to do that to get rid of it all. And as you get older, you've got no energy left, and the thought of going to a club, you're like, absolutely not. And I can see over the years my energy getting like less and less. And both Gemma and I, bless us, we just muddled our way through today. We did our best. I think we had so much fun in the morning that we kind of pooped by the afternoon, but it was lovely and everything looks lovely and the house is feeling very homely. It's really interesting how the addition of Christmas trees spreads our furniture into other areas that makes the house feel a lot fuller. And so I'm definitely thinking about a few little bits and pieces that we can add. I get quite nervous buying furniture nowadays because it's such a commitment, and then if it's not right, it's got to go somewhere, hasn't it? So I try not to frivolously buy furniture nowadays, but what that does mean is that there's probably a few spaces that could do with a little something, and our bedroom feels so cozy at the moment. But anyway, I'm going to get myself into bed and have a little read through of the journal, and I will see you in the morning where we are heading to London to record the Evergreen Journal audiobook together, which is a perfect opportunity for you to get some sneaky little anecdotes from inside and see if it's something that you might like to be a part of. Obviously, come January, I'm hoping that we will be working through this book together throughout the seasons, and sharing how we're using it and what it means to us and what it helps us with. So if you want to be part of the Evergreen Club, then I will pop a link to the Evergreen Journal and Evergreen the book in the description box down below. We are back in the sound booth. This is how I wish all of my videos sounded, because the acoustics in this room are absolutely wonderful. Even just hearing myself is like there's no sort of like itchy and oh. So is this a real fire alarm? No, we've had a fire alarm this morning. We're not usually in the studio at this time. They've all come in early because we're doing this in one day. But you might recognise this space. We have been here before. This is where the recording of Evergreen was done 2 years ago. So it's very, very lovely to be back doing the Evergreen Journal, obviously. It just feels very apt. And also, no tears this time. We're very much past that. We're living our best Evergreen lives now. And you guys are about to start putting pen to paper and building your Evergreen life, which is so exciting, and you can listen to me blabber on about it as well. But that's what we're basically here doing today, so hopefully it's going to be a very, very lovely and cozy session. I've got cozy socks with me. I've bought a scarf, but this scarf, it's not a cape, it's a scarf that just sort of like you can just about get away with it as a blanket, and that makes me very happy. So I'm going to be very, very cozy. I've got my little cushion, I've got my setup here with the introduction, and I think everyone is waiting for me to start. So I'm going to pop my camera there and we're going to get going.
If you want to chuck those on whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
Be a voice in your head.
Voice in my head. I'm going to undo my jeans. Get comfortable. That's why I wore this jumper today, because it covers my jeans. Little blanket. Oh, perfect. Just cross my legs and then I'll shimmy in. Can I move this closer to me? Is that?
Yeah, move whatever you like.
Do you want me to go from the top?
Wherever you'd like, yeah.
Okay. There is a quiet kind of strength that comes from knowing exactly who you are. Not in an arrogant, overly assured way, but in the gentle, rooted confidence that comes from having walked through the seasons, both stormy and serene. Might need to just go over that. I can feel my nerves making my breathing funny.
That's all right. It's someone else's job to take the breaths out.
Oh, okay. This always feels like I'm back at school and I'm standing up and reading in front of people.
You'll be great.
I might move the mic a tad.
Just continue on reading. Oh, okay. My Evergreen journey began several years ago when, on a spring walk with my new dog Porter, the captivating scent of new beginnings and hope glided across my path. I'm going to slow down how I'm reading a lot more than that, by the way. Showing off the May cherry blossom in the month of February and keeping us on our toes. How freeing is that? If you can harness this energy of play and freedom, you will create the most magnetic momentum in your life that will have you waking up with a true sense of possibility and the confidence to follow what feels good inside, rather than what looks good on the outside. Can I get a sound check on mic 2, please? Thank you. Okay, and here we go. This is my moment. This is my perfect moment with you. Do you know that Martine McCutcheon used to follow me on Instagram? So I hope that she's happy that I chose her song for my vocal debut. This is my moment. February. There's something magical about how February, in her muted grace, demands nothing and yet gives so much. It's the breath between the seasons. It's neither the post-Christmas quiet nor the urgency of spring, but something in between. A season of self-nurture, of readiness without rush, of slowly becoming. A reminder that beauty doesn't need to be loud, and growth doesn't need to be hurried. I adore the sentiment of mid-February romance, and we fall. While I adore the sentiment of mid-February romance, I would love you to reframe Valentine's Day and use it to focus on ways you can practice loving actions towards yourself. It's the foundation on which we learn how to honour ourselves exactly as we are, while still dreaming of who we want to be. All these things remind me that all growth, whether it is the soon-to-be sunny haze of glowing daffodils or my own personal growth, starts with one small shoot. I embrace nights in by myself with wholehearted enthusiasm, using the time to focus on exactly what I feel I need most. No. Using the time to focus on exactly what using the time to focus on exactly what I feel yeah. Oh, they were quite picky on that last time when I would swap words around, so I just, the moment I do it, I'm like, oh God, sorry. Oh, okay, fine. Okay. Sometimes it helps me get into the way I should say it, that's why I kind of go back to the bit before, but if you think I've got it, then I'll just dive in, okay? You think that's alright? I was going to go a little bit more powerful at the end then. July. As we approach the heady peak of summer, July brings a richness to the air and a heat that never quite dissipates. Well, we're on August. We're about to tackle it, but we are stopping for lunch. And there are no tears yet. I don't think there are going to be any tears when it comes to the Evergreen Journal. But I think that for me, that is progress. But we are actually stopping for lunch now, and I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. It's really lovely. Like, it's a very, very peaceful thing to sit in this booth and like just read a book. As much as I like beat myself up about not being able to read things as smoothly as I would like, that doesn't serve me. So I'm just trying to enjoy it, enjoying the cozy vibes and the fact that the weather outside is actually really, really tempestuous. It's nice to be nestled in here and just enjoying a cozy day, recording something that I enjoy so much. So let's have lunch. Is there anything more quintessentially autumnal? The unsung heroes of the season and used in home decor, culinary dishes, every part of a pumpkin is edible. Or in a spiced candle. The word pumpkin comes from the Greek word peopon, which translates to large melon. The word in its present form didn't appear until the late 1600s, however, and was used for the first time in literature in, yes, you guessed it, the beautiful classic fairy tale, Cinderella. I was left completely lost and without the tools to rebuild, but through investing in myself and accepting help from those around me, I slowly began to find my hope again. That I had never stopped to think about the fact that there was a whole beautiful, natural world shifting and changing and evolving outside my window. These mindset shifts didn't happen overnight for me, and I still have days where I question myself and my direction. But when that happens, I remember that I am in charge of me. If you are feeling lost or in a rut, I encourage you to lean on all that Mother Nature has to offer. She truly has a lesson for everything. I find that walking is one of the biggest tools I have available to me. It is the space when I can clear my head, shift my mood, reset my day, and regain a sense of direction. With Mother Nature showing off the very best and brightest of her gifts in this season, I am filled with a huge sense of gratitude.
1 minute. I don't know what this is. It is definitely not my time of the month, and there is no excuse for this. Okay. It's one sentence, Lydia. Come on. Actually, it's 2. Never mind. You are a resilient evergreen. Beautiful, intuitive, and brave. Keep going. I can't bloody do it. Give me a minute.
As long as you need. I also really quite like the emotion in it.
Yeah.
I think it's really beautiful.
You are a resilient evergreen. Beautiful, intuitive, and brave. Keep going. Keep learning. And keep enjoying your care. Sorry. We will get there. You will get there. Hold on. We'll just all go home next week.
9 p.m, yeah.
No, it's fine. Keep going. Keep learning and keep enjoying your carefully chosen, wildly beautiful life. So do that again.
I mean, I think it's lovely, but if you'd like to...
One more time.
Okay.
From the top. January. Keep learning and keep enjoying your carefully chosen, wildly beautiful life. And we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I don't think you could do that better. That was really nice.
I said no crying.
I mean, you got like almost, you got one line from the end. That's good.
Almost.
Hello, can I go to Ellis Street, please? Oh my goodness me, good morning. The last time I saw you, we were sat in a booth in London, and guess what? We're back in London. That is a London red bus. It was Friday when I last spoke to you, and it is now Tuesday. Nice for me to have the weekend off. It was quite a hectic week last week, and I enjoyed every moment of it, but I just wanted to have the weekend to myself. And when I say to myself, I mean to me and Alice. So I went and gave him a little bit of a groom on Saturday, and then we had the loveliest ride together on Sunday. It genuinely feels like I've like everything's just settled and fallen into place, in that the most important thing with any animal is that they're settled. And as much as I know he's missing Romeo, I think he'll enjoy seeing Romeo on the yard, but living with him, it's always interesting, isn't it? When you've got a friend, spending time with them is one thing, living with them is another thing. I think it would just work out for the better of them, and also for Claudia and I, which is so good. I obviously finished up recording the Evergreen journal, which was so exciting. And if you didn't know, basically there are monthly openers in the Evergreen journal, which really set the tone for the month ahead. And just kind of, for me, what I really wanted to capture with them was the essence of that month and what was exciting about that month, to keep that sense of excitement and joy in life. And so I really hope that these monthly openers set you up for the month ahead and make things a little bit more almost like digestible and keeps life exciting. There is also recipes and things like that in there, the usual nature to look out for, seasonal produce to purchase, just to keep things, again, like there's nothing more exciting than like giving yourself a fresh new approach to dinners and lunches and that kind of thing, whilst also being completely conscious of the fact that you're like eating seasonally, which is always going to be really wonderful. But on the audiobook version, I have actually recorded 5 guided walks, which they're kind of along the lines of like a guided meditation, but because I know that Evergreen is like, a lot of the time it's sort of people's first tentative step in a certain direction, whether that is finding the joy in nature or whether that is understanding what is in your control. It is usually that first sort of like step. And so I didn't want it to be too sort of like fluffy or too restrictive. I wanted it to be more like as if we're walking together and just having a chat, and something that you can turn on if you need to like switch off your brain or just take a slower approach or just reset. I loved recording them. I absolutely loved recording them, and they're just like this little bonus that you get with the audiobook version, because obviously it is a journal, and I think it'll be a really lovely way to work through the journal as well, because I know a lot of you listened to the audiobook but also bought the book itself. I think as like a little double whammy when it comes to working through your audiobook, it'd be quite nice to like have me read it to you and then you sort of fill it in, which I personally think will be lovely, and it's what I hope to do as well. Gosh, it sounds like there's a lot of sirens. I hope everything's okay. So yes, I took a very, very nice quiet weekend. Yesterday was manic at the house, absolutely manic. The rooms, I feel like we've come a long way over the last weekend, so I feel like you're going to want a little bit of an update, maybe in the next vlog, because right now I am heading to see Imi and I'm going for my winter colour refresh, and then I am going to my publisher's head office, Orion Spring, to sign some signed copies. So if anyone is wanting to get a signed copy of the Evergreen journal, then I will obviously pop everything in the description box down below, but I'm heading there to do that. So I'm really, really looking forward to this, really excited. Lovely day in London, but my goodness me, if you didn't notice the gloves, yesterday the temperature plummeted, absolutely plummeted. The thermal like vest is on, the gloves are on, the boots are on, there's no ballet flats today, oh no. So anyway, we are heading to see Imi now and ready for a little bit of a winter hair refresh, although not much is going to be changing. I'm pretty much maintaining the colour that I've got now because I just think it's so easy and so lovely, and I feel like it looks like me too. So let's head there. I feel like the ashier it goes, the bluer it makes my eyes look.
Yeah, for sure. I thought today my eyes were popping when you were coming anyway.
Oh, did you? It's probably because I'm tired. I was just saying to Imi that of course he does my fringe so much better than I ever could, but basically we've gone a little bit more ashy this time and I love it. It feels wintry, it feels chocolatey, but it still feels like it's got that like dimension to the colour. Oh my gosh, I love it. But I am running so late for my next appointment, so I'm going to book myself a car and head to my publishers. We have arrived to my publishers and oh my goodness, look at this. This is absolutely unreal. When you see them like this, it just feels so surreal. And basically we're going to be working very hard in here, signing all of these to go to Jaffa and Neil. So if you did want a signed copy, because I swear this is the funniest thing about this, I never thought that anyone would want any signed copies of my book, but still to this day people message me about getting signed copies of Evergreen. So if you want a signed copy of Evergreen the journal, we will then be able to get them to Jaffa and Neil and get them to you. So if you didn't get the first one, then you can get this one. So it's fine. But these will all be linked down below. I've got work to do.
I couldn't remember that. I think you wrote with biro last time.
Okay.
So I would just try first, just using a biro.
I think I did Sharpie.
Yeah, you did Sharpie.
I think I did.
Normally.
I think I did, just because I don't have.
It has a nicer squiggle with a page in Sharpie.
This one.
No,
this
that
one.
side, and just between the IV and your name.
Okay, so like here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know the
First one.
two.
I haven't even.
You should mark it as the first one.
Yeah. Oh no, she's ruined it already. That looks terrible. I didn't even put
You did
kiss.
kisses before.
I know. That one didn't get a kiss because it's the first one. Okay. I'm gonna throw them at you. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Okay.
She'll start frisbeeing in this.
Yeah. All the way down.
Don't know what that said. That definitely said Frank.
That just said liar.
Shh. Don't be a troll. Some of them you'll get past them nicely, and others I'll just slide across straight to you.
However they come.
This literally looks like, you know, when you're
I don't like you peering over my shoulder
or 14
and judging.
and you're at that age where you're like, oh, I kind of need to like find a signature.
Yeah.
These are all so different. It's like you're practicing what your name should look like.
Steve. Just says Lydia.
It's not rude, it's an observation.
Rude.
A factual observation.
Rude.
That's what it looks like.
It doesn't get better the more you talk. I think my voice would be good for classic.
I think it'd be so good.
Like I've got a voice for classic.
Yeah.
I think.
Shuffling down the table.
You're such a posy vibes human. I love that.
They're being shuffled down the table
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
That's
it's true.
when
You're
the
very
straps
right.
start moving.
It's easy to say when you're not doing it.
I can squiggle. That's what you're doing.
When I've been doing things like for my Evergreens group, when I
cannot cope with.
isn't it the best place on earth?
I'm like, Ollie, look at all these.
All these.
Amen.
Yeah.
It's when what was his name?
Joe. Oh no.
What was his name? And he went out and he was like, so I made myself a hat. It was my day off, so I went and made a pie and chips. And someone was asking for the recipe, and then he went shopping and bought his Evergreen dressing gown from Next.
It's honestly,
Yeah.
it was
like,
I go there to like remind myself
Yeah.
of like why I'm doing this, because it's like these are the people that I like talk to.
Yeah.
And it's like we're kindred spirits, and I wish I'd done it sooner.
Should I take a few boxes out?
On a roll, Millen.
Yeah, we'll do more.
I find it very enjoyable.
Good. Very Evergreen mentality to it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
It's not very British.
So funny. That is one of my favourite cultures. British.
Oh.
Like, we are just if other people are queuing, we're joining that queue.
Yeah.
Don't know what it's for, but we're joining.
500 sides. Thank you, everyone.
No, thank you. That was so swift.
That was impressively managed. Well
Especially
done,
as I'm trained dance on Monday.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm like, oh. I'm like in the box.
Good evening, everyone. That is the beauty of an Immy blow dry. Oh my goodness, he just does my hair so gorgeously. I have to say, you know those TikToks where they say, if I won the lottery I wouldn't say anything, but there would be signs. I would like buy Immy a house and move him in next door, and every day he would have to do my hair. He's even done my fringe that I've really been struggling with, and it was a bit of a team effort, but like he's done it so gorgeously. So my colour this time, we decided to go a little bit more of like an ashier brown, still with warmth in it, but like a bit more ashier, just to create that sort of chocolatiness, but I've still got this like lived in natural brown. I love it. Then obviously I went and signed my Evergreen books. I will pop a link to where you can buy Evergreen the book and then pre-order the Evergreen journal. It's all down below. I am going to show you the tour of my Christmas house tomorrow. I am so tired, so tired, you have no idea. And I like, you know when you're like tired and you feel like you're not being your best self. Like I am not being the best wife, the best friend, the best boss, the best Lydia that I can possibly be at the moment, just because it is so busy and I'm not getting as much sleep as I would like to. And so yeah, I need to go to sleep, but I am going to show you Christmas, and I think that this is actually going to be more interesting because some of the live decor that we've used has actually bedded in, and you can see how it looks now that it's like dried out, which I think will be really lovely. I'm also in I'm in my Evergreen pajamas, by the way. I'm honestly like an Evergreen queen. I've got my Evergreen locket on, I've got my Evergreen necklace, I'm wearing my Evergreen pajamas. I even have, spoiler alert, a little something Evergreen in my hair. That's all I'm telling you. I'm wearing Evergreen pajamas, but I've also got on, sadly this is not an Evergreen dressing gown, but I feel like that is the next thing in this story. Everyone always asks about my dressing gowns, and I wear exclusively until someone creates one that's better. And the only way that you can make these dressing gowns better is to do what my nonna did. And my nonna, when I bought her one, removed the hood and used the fabric from the hood to sew on pockets onto her dressing gown, and I was like, I wish I was that resourceful. So this in an Evergreen shade with pockets, without the hood, chef's kiss. If you create it, call me, I'm your girl. This is the Soho Farmhouse dressing gown in a navy blue. I worked with a client in the summertime and I was able to pick some bits for myself, and everything I picked was homey, cozy loveliness. Think candles, think dressing gowns. I even got myself a little cheese grater. The things you choose now that you're older never cease to amaze me. I am going to get myself into bed because as much as I am stood in front of you telling you that I am not getting much sleep at the moment, I have PT in the morning, and then I need to rush over to the stables to make Atlas's packed lunches, because I very much enjoy making his packed lunches. Just go in, I might even try and have a ride, to be honest, but I do also need to show you my 2025 Christmas decor, which it's not too dissimilar, I have to be honest, like the other years, but I think that the kitchen is my favourite that we've ever done. That is one thing I would tell you. And it just feels lovely. We love a Christmas tree in this household. I am sad that a Christmas tree is not a year-round thing, because it, like the cozy levels, it just through the roof. Anyway, I'm moving to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. I am going to show you my Christmas decor. I can't believe that. That is the sun coming through. Wowzers. Okay, so as I've mentioned, the temperature dropped drastically. Like, it was 1 degree yesterday when I left the house. I most definitely did not wrap up warm enough despite having my Uniqlo base layer on, and you know that Evergreen
ethos when it comes to dressing in seasons is there is no such thing as bad weather, there is only bad weather attire. And I take that seriously because it really is the one thing that can like change the game. I woke up this morning and the weather was very, very, very British in its winteriness. And I thought about, because we had loads that we needed to do today and we just aren't able to do them. And so I wanted to think about something that we did this morning and translate that into something I should have done yesterday. Although it turned out to be a lovely day yesterday, but I also think this could serve you if maybe you are commuting when you're watching this, or you have to go into the office maybe 3 days a week. And sometimes when the weather is not as easy to find the joy in, this could potentially help you. I don't know. Let me know if you have these little hacks that you use when you need to find joy where joy is not so easy to find. Because when I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, you know, it would be really great if this wasn't the weather. But my only choice is to lean into it. So I'm going to do that one thing that we don't do every single day, like all day. And I'm going to put on the fire in the living room and just embrace the coziness, embrace the like season for what it is. The dogs are in there because Ali's on the phone, hold on. And it got me thinking about what I would do if I was trying to apply that same mentality. Like, what's the thing you would do on a day when the weather is harder to find the joy in, that is like a special thing that can mean that you actually look forward to that weather rather than dread it. And so for us, it's very much like, oh, this is a fire on all day kind of thing. But if we obviously had to leave the house or had to commute regularly, I would need to find something that felt really special that I could do for myself on that commute. Whether that is, like yesterday, I really wish I'd worn my extra cozy socks in my boots. I saw Emily English talking about those hand warmers. I think you can buy packs of them on Amazon, and you just sort of like crunch them up and they warm up. But you can actually buy really quite smart ones as well that you keep in your pockets, and they like keep your hands cozy. There's lots of little things that you can do that's like a special thing that you only bring out on the day when it's like harder to find the joy, that brings you a little bit more joy. And that's what I mean when I'm talking about things where you've got to like really curate your joy and you have to set yourself up for success rather than waiting for the success or the joy to come to you. I cannot believe the light. I can't believe the sun. It's honestly, we woke up this morning and it was absolute carnage out there. We've had snow, we've had wind, we've had rain, and now we are having sunshine. I'm going to film the decor that I did with Gemma the other day. It has been manic and I haven't been able to show you, but this is like almost a full week later and I can't believe how well this has bedded in and settled. There's been no water. This is all just poked into the garland that was already there, and this is all dried out now and it looks sensational. I think I'm going to go and forage some more hawthorn berry branches and just add them in. I think it will just make it like pop a little bit and make it a little bit more wild as well. But excitingly, and I feel like I'm a little Irish pea this morning because I'm wearing my jumper that I bought when we stayed at Powers Court. I bought this Aran jumper in Ireland and I'm wearing this today. And my baubles have just arrived from West of the Moon. So I'm hoping, these are the ones that I had made by West of the Moon. West of the Moon does really beautiful like tweed, tartan, covered baubles, all handmade in Ireland, and I have loads of her baubles on my tree. These were me attempting to recreate something that I'd seen that I really wanted for my kitchen, and I don't know how I don't know whether it's going to achieve the vibe that I wanted. I'm hopeful. I really hope. But if anyone ever wants to make like porcelain antiquified, if that's a word, baubles in like a toile de jouy, oh, please let me know, because maybe I'll set myself a little task of trying to do it myself. Like maybe I'll make them and then leave them in the garden so they can just get old on their own. So, considering I'm going to show you the decor, I thought we could open this together. Now these were quite expensive for baubles. I ordered 10 of them. Ooh. Oh, they're gorgeous. And I think we've nailed the brief. Look at this. I love that they've got little goatees on them as well. Where's the goat one? I mean, I love that the linen is not a white linen either. It's got like a knocked back, like tone. It's sort of like more of a softer beigey tone, ivory, which makes it really, really lovely. I think these are gonna look so gorgeous on the tree. And then we've got this, it's slightly darker, but I think that actually it matches perfectly with my Norfolk blueware and my Jean plates. So I think that that is an absolute win. I will link, I don't know if West of the Moon is going to make these for her website, but if she is, I will link them down below, because she made these last year in green, but the blue is going to work really beautiful. Oh, they're so good. Okay, let me show you the decor in here and also show you my bulbs up close. Look at this. Oh, those beautiful roses on there as well. It's so stunning. But yes, I thought to myself, what's the next best thing that I can do other than make them myself? And it is always to support someone who is talented in making baubles and Christmas tree decorations, especially at this time of the year. So these were not a gift. I have bought them, but I think that they are worth it. And I think with baubles, if you buy a select few that are lovely, they'll stand you in good stead, and then everything else goes with them. And that is what I think works so beautifully with our Christmas tree, because as you will notice, year on year, we use much of the same. We use the pheasant feathers, we use the very, very natural baubles, pine cones, these warmer tones, all of these sort of antique style baubles. For me, they give that sense of sparkle, but without it being your typical glitzy bauble. I love these ones. I bought these from somewhere like The Range, must be 8 years ago now, and they've just basically got dried flowers in. And do you know what? I think I am going to dry out some flowers next year and make some of these myself, because that would be a lovely touch to have your own dried flower baubles. So beautiful. You can obviously add like twigs and things in there as well. It's just all about adding more natural textures. And so we've got these linen baubles here, and then this is the Gordon tartan, which is from Loch Carron of Scotland. I ordered this last year. Burlap ribbon you can get fairly affordably. This one is from Amazon. And these things come back time and time again each year. You'll know that. I don't really do big Christmas tree decoration hauls anymore, because I think I've got a really good selection. But the only ones I have bought this year are these from the West of the Moon. So let's get these on the tree and see how they look. So in the kitchen, we have kept the plates above the stove and the garland. It is looking so beautiful. It's just dried out so gorgeously. We actually don't have anything on the island this year. We were going to do a candle kit, but we ran out of time. But in all honesty, I don't think we need it. We've got enough. I think it would maybe be a bit much. So I just like having a little candle on there. Nothing too fancy. I've put the baubles on the tree and I love them. I really feel like they pop against the neutrals and just make the theme a little bit more obvious. As you can see, I think it looks really lovely against the sage and the sort of duck egg blue of the Gordon tartan. I think that's absolutely beautiful. And then on the table, there is a tablescape. But this is something that you can buy and have it delivered to your house, or you can just buy the pots. But what will happen is this will be delivered sort of part way through December, so that you can get your tablescape done and it will all still be fresh and lovely. Although, in all honesty, this is looking gorgeous. This is still a week later and the foliage looks really fresh, and the flowers from the hellebores are doing really well as well. So this to me is something that is going to last us all the way through, and it's not too much as well, so you've still got space to put everything that you're going to need on the table. So very, very, very lovely. Then the fire has actually gone out because we've been sorting some bits and pieces out. But in the living room,
where everyone is hanging out. Barkley's having a nap in front of the fire. He likes it when it's not too hot in front of the fire, just warm enough for roasting his chestnuts. In here, we have gone for another wild and wonderful garland over the fireplace. And again, this has been there for over a week. There's no water, it is just doing its thing. We've got some pheasant feathers in there that I've had for many years now, and I always like add to if I find any on the lane as well, which is really lovely. I always love this asymmetry. This year we haven't gone for a trunk in this room. We've kept it a little bit light and airy, which I think is lovely. The tree decor this year is the burgundy tartan, and I've actually just bought a dress in this colour, and Holland Cooper have just done it was a bespoke piece for Jade Holland Cooper, but I can imagine, I really hope that they're going to do more in it, because this is one of my favourite festive tartans to wear. I think it's just a really lovely option instead of like red, but still feeling festive. I love the tree. I think the burgundy looks so gorgeous against the green walls. And this is all my decorations from over the years. I've got little wooden acorns on here from Amazon. I've got some from Burford. I love our little wooden bells and things like that. We've also got tweed from West of the Moon that I've had for a few years, and our little rocking horse that I picked up from, I think it was from I got this when I worked with HomeSense a few years ago. It's gorgeous. It's a really well made wooden rocking horse, and it just looks lovely in front of the tree. Next to my husband's coffee cup, we have one of the candle kits from Hello Petal. She's got these gorgeous green candles that go in them. These are things that they'll dry out. Again, this is dried out. There's no water in here. And I just love all the nestled little pine cones and twigs. She's so good, and this feels like a lovely rustic touch. And then out here we have Gramps' sleigh next to the hallway tree, and this tartan is the tartan we are probably always going to use in the hallway because it matches the cushion that we had made, so it just really feels like it works beautifully. It's sort of like a sagey green and burgundy tartan, which I think is really, really lovely. And then again, we've got the paper baubles that I bought last year from Dalesford, and pine cones, little antique knocked back ones. There's a few little acorns on here as well, which I love. I'll see if I can find the ones that I bought, because you get so many of these acorns and they're really, really lovely, like for adding to decor. So this is the hallway tree. We've had these toppers for a while now, and I just think that they fit nicely with the theme of our trees, with the wild rustic nature. I think that this was a real triumph this year. I love, love, love this arrangement on the hallway table. The little touches of burgundy work beautifully with the tree out here as well. And again, this all just dries out. It's all either dried or preserved. I think it's all dried. Well, actually, some of it is dried, some of it was fresh, but it's just doing so well. We've got some skimmia in there. It just is so gorgeous. And I think, again, if I want to, I can go and forage some hawthorn berries and just add them to the arrangement, which I think is absolutely beautiful. I am so happy. On our door, which I think is so effective, we've actually gone for the navy blue Hello Petal wreath. You get these as kits and you make them up yourself, which is a really lovely touch, and it just makes it so enjoyable. We've got berries in there, blues, pine cones, and it just looks so gorgeous. It really is like just beautiful festive decor, and Gemma is so good at what she does, and it's just such a fun exercise, especially if you've got like a Saturday with a glass of wine. If you should buy 3 of them, you could do them with your friends. It's just wonderful. But I also have another wreath that has arrived, because more is more when it comes to wreaths, in my opinion. And this is the burgundy wreath that I ended up making, but sadly didn't have the time to film with Gemma. I've had this outside soaking because I don't want it to dry out just yet. I wanted you to see it all beautiful and burgundy in there, but she just does such beautiful arrangements, and they're so chunky and so thick and so beautiful, and you can order them online. So I thought I would show you this as well, and now I need to think where I'm going to put this, because I really want to put this somewhere lovely. I honestly think that this is my favourite hair colour that I have ever had. I will link everything from Hello Petal that you can buy in the description box down below. It's been a busy week, and it's been one of those weeks where I'm sadly haven't been able to get out 2 videos. It's going to be a little bit sporadic, I think, just because there's a lot going on, but hopefully this video makes up for it. I've taken you lots of different places, doing lots of different things, and showing you my Christmas decor, which I am just now feeling so festive, especially on days like today, when it really is one of those blustery days that you just kind of want to hunker down. The trees are blowing, it's blustery out there. Let me know how you're decorating your trees this year as well. I would love to know, what's your like centerpiece of your trees, or like what is your theme? I would love to know. Do you have a theme? Maybe you don't even have a theme. Maybe you don't even put up decorations. Let me know. I love hearing how everyone does things differently. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.